So this is my end of semester summary. And for this one, you basically wanted us to tell you what we deserve, well, what we think our grade should be. And I'm here to state that I deserve nothing less than a C. Why a C? Because I'm going off the simple reason that I did all the work. Sure, it wasn't always on time. However, if you go check and everything like that, my work is there. All my discussions are complete, all my neat resources, etc. Stuff like that. I'm caught up on everything that I had to do and able to basically get a C. For example, let's start off with the neat resources. As you mentioned right here on the syllabus, hold on. As you mentioned right here on the syllabus, for neat resources, uh, we had to find one or two unique videos, websites, stuff like that on the internet that basically supported or in some other way helped the idea of the topic that you posted that initial week. As you can see right here for week one, module one, should I say? Um, let's go right here. Module one, new resources, Evernote. You required us to study on Evernote because that was what we were going to be using for our summary. What I did, hold on. What I did is I went to YouTube, looked up a video there, and basically gave a brief description of what the video was doing for supporting Evernote and helpful ways of how we could use it and stuff like that, etc. As for new resources, I did what I had to do. You could also go check on my other modules. For example, if we go to module 2, we had the new resources of Prezi. And this one, I used a video, excuse me, I used a video about Prezi that was basically talking about that these people used on how they could use it, on how others use it. It was basically a fun idea and a fun vid to like give us a sort of an idea of the features that could be done with it. And then, so there, that is for neat resources. And then as we go into the topic of discussions, you said right here, C's post initial response to 75% of the discussions, which is what I in fact actually I responded to all the discussions except for one, which was week 12, and that is actually more than 75%. If we were to do the math of what is it, 13 out of 14. Let me do it right here on my phone actually real quick. let's see. 14 divided by 13. As you can see, 13 divided by 14, that is all I did. I did all of that for discussions. And as you can see right here, if not, actually, it looks like you can't. I'll read it to you. It is 92%. I did more than a B in almost a day, and that is just to reassure myself that I am getting that C grade. Also, I heard that we were able to miss some discussions. I'm not so sure on that, but still, regardless, I still did them all just so I wouldn't run the risk. And then we go on to the topic of right here. You mentioned you talked about doing all the daily assignments. I actually did all the daily assignments, both in class and the stuff you posted on Canvas, all except for one. And out of all of them, which is probably like over 100 and stuff like that, I missed one, and that was the energy, I think, bar charts and things like that. That's probably more still than 95% of the work done. And then we go into the cultural science thing. For the cultural science, I decided to go to the Challenger Space Museum along with Jose and Osvaldo. As you can see right here, here is the picture of the Challenger Museum where we decided to go. And also, if I could pull up some other pictures, this is the inside. This is the inside. This is basically as you walk in, you can see right there. And as for my cultural science paper, for C's we're only required to do 75%, as you mentioned it right here. Cultural science, 1 paragraph summary report. I, however, did a 1-page reaction, once again, just to reassure that I was going for that B grade. No, I mean that C grade, sorry about that, just to reassure it. Also, then we move on to the controversial debate. We only had to do a controversial debate paper if we were going for an A, which I myself have stated again that I'm not doing. I'm going for a C. And for a C, we only need to comment on 75% of the papers. However, not a lot of the class did controversial papers. I think there were only 6 or 7, and I actually ended up doing the math. To get a C, I would have to comment on 5.25. Now that exactly doesn't add up to all the papers. It doesn't make sense. So what I did, I just rounded up to 6, which I think is a B. Well, actually, no, it's not. B has to comment on all. Well, actually, let me check for you one time. Yeah, there were actually 7 papers, and what I did to reassure myself is I commented on 6. That is more than 7. Actually, that's not up to a B grade, but that is more than 75%. That is again one of the reasons why I deserve a C. Sorry about that. That is for the controversial debate. Now let's start off on basically what I thought of this class, of what it was. When I first thought of physics, I thought it was just basically the idea of if we drop an apple and it falls to the ground, that is Newton's law. Basically, that's just gravity acting upon. That's all I thought of out of physics. I didn't really think anything else and stuff like that. However, since we started from week 1, I was changed my mind. For example, we talked about position versus time and stuff like that. At first I had a hard time grasping the idea of it, but as we started moving on and stuff like that, I started getting more and more ideas. If I'm able to pull it up right here on the screen. Right here is basically the conversion. Here's a position versus, no, this isn't it. Sorry about that. Here it is, position versus time graph and velocity versus time graph. Here's a picture of me working it in class with one of my colleagues. I didn't really grasp the idea till the end. It started to make sense, and then when you incorporated acceleration, that one, however, was a lot easier. But right here, physics is where like it changed my mind a little bit, and I started learning a little bit more from it. Also, however, the thing with your class specifically is it required a lot of time. I don't know if you noticed. We met up 6 weeks during the whole week, which is actually more than most classes. And then on top of that, I still had to do about 4 hours each week. So basically, I'd be doing 10 hours of pure physics per week, which is I've never actually done that for other class. I would read the syllabus, say, oh, you need maybe 9 hours per week to study on that class. That was never true. I did an hour or 2 outside of the class, and that would have been fine. However, this one was actually really challenging as for time management. I know, for example, is when I worked in the group, we actually met up multiple times, for example, to get our stuff done. Here's the instance when I met up with my group in the computer commons room, and we worked on the Soak to Teach project. This is the day we were all putting it together and stuff like that. However, we met up at least 3 or 4 more times before this just to make sure we were getting all the information and stuff like that. Also, along the line of group, I noticed that we were the only ones that's actually been putting effort into your class, and by that I mean we have been the only ones that have actually studied for interviews and stuff like that. I don't know if you've actually paid attention, or maybe you just don't hear the other people. I think we're the only ones that have ever decided to study. I haven't heard any of the group mention that, and I actually even heard other people say that, yeah, we want to meet up with you guys and stuff like that. We like how you work, and maybe it'd be great for us. as a group, I think we've probably placed around maybe a good 10 total hours aside from projects. We've just been meeting up, gathering ideas, and trying to help each other out. It's actually helped me really good because I mean, whenever I can't really grasp the idea of something, and I know you're busy with other students, I can always fall back on them, or at least they can at least give me a sense of what you're trying to say, and therefore I'm able to get an idea of what we are learning and stuff like that, or vice versa. I could help them out and stuff like that. As for my phone, I can't actually show you all my pictures because some are personal and some whatever. But I've taken at least a good 70 pictures of your class alone, just for weekly summaries and stuff like that, showing what we did, what we learned, etc. Uh, and also for the actually for the summaries, that is one that thing that I missed out. For the summaries, uh, I first started off going for a B as well, but I changed my mind to a C because I feel that C is the ability of my work. It is what I should be doing. Oh, what I did actually. Sorry about that. For C, I was actually always incorporating what I was doing and stuff like that. In the first one, we'll take it right here in consideration. What is it? Evernote. Let me find myself real quick. Just, it's taking a while to load. But right here, basically, I summarized what we did, a little bit of the renewed resources, discussions we had, and then uploaded a picture of what we first did. Right here, skip. Right here, here it is. Basically summarized what we did, uploaded a few pictures of what we did, and then was basically able to correlate it to how it somehow helped me in life and stuff like that. So in conclusion, I deserve a C because one, I have done basically all the work that you required. I met up the requirements of the new resources, discussions, cultural science, controversial debate, etc. I put in the work that I know for a fact most students in your class have not. I've actually studied outside of it, which I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of people don't. They just wing it as long as you're in class. That's supposedly that's the way they think they're gonna learn. However, I feel that you need to spend more time and able to fully understand what you're trying to say, and which is what I did along with my group. This is why I deserve a C, not why I think you should give me a C. This is why I did meet the requirements of getting a C.